Well, President Obama has now verified the authenticity of that ISIS video released yesterday. The video showed the execution of another American journalist. This time, the guy's name is Steven Sotloff. Sotloff disappeared in Syria a year ago. The video that was released yesterday shows a man here dressed in a black gown. He called out President Obama specifically, saying that the execution of Americans would continue as long as the U.S. airstrikes continue in Iraq. The ISIS executioner also threatened to kill a British journalist in this latest video. Sotloff was featured in ISIS's last video release. In that video, of course, they killed another American journalist, James Foley. This morning, after President Obama arrived in Estonia to meet with the Baltic leaders, he promised the world justice for the recent brutal acts done by Islamic State militants.
Our objective is clear, and that is to degrade and destroy ISIL so that it's no longer a threat, not just to Iraq, but also to the region and to the United States.
The president backtracked a little bit on that a little later. He also continued to say that the U.S. will not stand by and watch Americans being killed. We'll have more from the president and hear what he has to say about the newly announced ceasefire that is apparently not a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia coming up in our next hour, plus more what he has to say throughout the morning. Now, as for the threat of Islamist militants, it's expanding, of course, across the Middle East and North Africa. Now there's this out of Libya. Reports indicate they may now have control of nearly a dozen commercial jets. The fear one or more of those jets could be used in an attack on the anniversary of 9/11, just 8 days away. Intelligence reports of the stolen jet liners were given to the U.S. government and included the warning, said U.S. officials familiar with these reports, and this is all coming from a new report in the Washington Free Beacon. Also this morning, the CDC is now confirming that a third American missionary working in Liberia is infected with Ebola. He's being treated in an isolation unit in a Monrovia hospital where he works. According to the CDC director, if we don't act now to stop this outbreak, it could become a full-on global disaster.
For every day that this continues to spread in West Africa, the likelihood of someone getting infected and becoming sick elsewhere increases.
Well, a British man also infected with the deadly Ebola virus has been released from a London hospital, making a full recovery. So far, the Ebola outbreak has killed more than 1,500 people in West Africa. And in Northern California this morning, a community is under a severe threat from a wildfire lapping the edges of the town of Hamburg. This is a 100-year drought. This as the 100-year drought continues to take hold in the Golden State. So far, there are no reports of damage or destruction to the hundreds of homes in the area, but some people are being told to evacuate. There are 750 houses currently threatened. Firefighters are expected to battle the blaze again today as low humidity and gusty winds continue to strengthen that fire.